everyone, I'm Gurleen. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's trading session, we have seen rejection coming in from the highs. So is it just a momentary pause or a trend reversal? We're going to find out in today's video, and we'll also discuss the trading plan for tomorrow. That's Wednesday, May 17th, 2023 for Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. We'll also discuss a few select stocks wherein good risk to reward opportunities are brewing up. So be sure to stick around till the end of the video, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and do ring the notification bell so that you never miss an update. So without any further ado, let's dive in by looking at the technical perspective of Nifty 50 on the daily time frame. In reference to the last video, we discussed that Nifty had a major hurdle at the level of 18,444, and in today's trading session, we have seen selling pressure coming in and Nifty has closed at the lows of the day. Now in the upcoming trading sessions, it's possible for the index to consolidate within this range or even test the levels of about 18,040, which would mean that Nifty will likely catch up with the 20 EMA on the daily chart. So looking at the overall structure, the trend looks that it's sideways, and for the upcoming weekly expiry on Thursday, it's also possible for Nifty to expire below the 18,450 to 18,500 mark. Now let's take a look at the hourly time frame to understand the trading plan. Well, in today's trading session, we have seen a breakdown below the key moving averages. These are the 20 and 40 EMA. So a shorting opportunity has opened up towards the immediate target of 18,222. Now you might ask, is the trend shifting on the downside? Well, the level of 18,222 happens to be a strong support level. So if this as well gets taken out, then it can be considered as an additional confirmation that Nifty can possibly test the downside levels of about 18,115 to begin with, followed by 18,040. So now let's see how you can plan your trades. So from the technical structure, it's clear that longs should be avoided as of now and should only be considered if Nifty breaks above the overhead supply zone of 18,444 to 18,470. Now here you can see that we have witnessed a fierce decline, so a pullback will not be unusual here towards the levels of 18,350 to 18,385, which might as well be followed by selling pressure on the downside. So if you are an aggressive trader, you can look to build short positions at the pullback level as well. Or if you trade conservatively, then short positions can be built at the breakdown of this level of 18,222. And as we discussed, an immediate target of about 18,115 to 18,040 can be considered on the downside. Till then, as we just discussed, you can expect Nifty to consolidate within this range with the volatility remaining elevated and only trade when the setup gets triggered so that you do not get caught on the wrong side of the trend. Now let's talk about the major support and resistance levels for Nifty. So the support is placed at 18,222 followed by 18,115, whereas the resistance is placed at 18,444 followed by 18,470. Let's take a look at Bank Nifty on the daily time frame first, and then we'll move ahead with discussing the trading plan for tomorrow. So in today's trading session, you can see the selling pressure in Bank Nifty from near the all-time high levels, and Bank Nifty also closed at almost the lows of the day. Also over here, if you observe, it's an inside bar setup, which simply means that Bank Nifty traded within the range of the candlestick that was registered in yesterday's trading session. Also over here, Bank Nifty is trading within a wide harmonic reversal zone, so it's time to be a little watchful at the front. So here it's possible for Bank Nifty to consolidate within a narrow range before catching on to a trend. Now you might ask that, is it a momentary pause or are we in for some trouble? Well, let's decode it. With that being said, let's take a look on the hourly time frame. So unlike Nifty, here you can see that Bank Nifty is still holding above the 40-hour exponential moving average, which happens to be the low of the inside bar. So here the trading approach is quite simple. In yesterday's video, we had discussed that the index looks quite stretched. So it's possible for Bank Nifty to test the moving averages on the downside, and it's moving in line with the same. So over here, if at all Bank Nifty breaks the level of 43,666, which otherwise happens to be a very strong support in line with the 40-hour exponential moving average, then it's possible for Bank Nifty to test the immediate target of about 43,350. So here we can say that you can look to build a shorting opportunity or a short position below this level of 43,666. Over here you can see that as the supply pressure is coming in from near the all-time high levels, so long only if the levels of about 44,095 to 44,152 get taken out on the upside for a target of about 44,765 on the upside. Again, just to reiterate, always wait for the setup to get triggered and then trade into the direction of the trend so as to avoid the chances of getting stuck on the wrong side. Now let's talk about the major support and resistance levels for Bank Nifty. So the support is placed at 43,666 followed by 43,350, whereas the resistance is placed at 44,095 to 44,152. Now let's move to stocks, starting with the update on Granules. As we discussed in yesterday's video, the pharma sector was under pressure, and here the setup is in Granules is valid for a target of about 275 to begin with, and fresh short entry should be avoided at this front as of now because we have already discussed this stock in yesterday's session and it's only an update. So here initially we were considering an invalidation level of about 305, which can be trailed now as per your risk tolerance. Let's talk about the update on Gail. Now we discussed Gail in the last video as well for a long trading opportunity at the levels of 106 to 108. Now as Gail was consolidating in this contracting pattern, so here you can see that in today's trading session, Gail has achieved the final target of 113 on the upside, which was followed by selling pressure. So over here, now it's best to book half the gains and trail the stop loss to the entry level. Let's move to Asian Paints. So we discussed Asian Paints over the last week, and here I was referring to the harmonic potential reversal zone of 3180, and you can see that the stock has taken a momentary pause at the levels and is consolidating with long upper wicks. So here it's possible for the stock to retrace back to the moving averages, and in that case a shorting opportunity can be looked at below this level of 3085, and an immediate target of about 3000 followed by 2945 can be looked at. Now these long upper wicks just signify the selling pressure that is coming in from the highs. So at the current levels, if this narrow range gets broken on the upside, you can consider an immediate target of about 3250 to 3300 on the upside with an invalidation level of the low of the candlestick. But at the current levels, Asian Paints looks overly stretched, and the risk to reward, though it's favorable, but longs are not really advisable. But still, if it does break this level of 3180 on the upside, immediately it can probably test the levels of about 3250 followed by 3300 as we just discussed. The final one is HDFC Bank. So on the daily chart, you can see that though HDFC Bank has filled this gap on the upside, but there has been constant rejection from these highs, and you can see that the stock was down almost 1.70% in today's trading session. So over here, the stance is sideways to bearish, and it's possible for HDFC Bank to be under pressure until and unless this level on the upside of 1688 is taken out. The major support level is placed at the levels of 1585 for HDFC Bank. Also, as of now, there's a lack of clarity in majority of the stock setup. So let's let the wind settle, and thereafter we'll come up with more favorable risk to reward setups. Also, if you have any queries or questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. And on that note, it's Gurleen signing off. Until we meet again, have a good time.